Well, we made it here to this beautiful campground, but as you can see, the clouds have started to roll in, and there's going to be rain over through the night. So the beautiful colors and everything from the sun shining on all of this bushes and trees and everything have come to a little bit of a halt. If you notice off in the distance there, right by the lake, there's a seaplane sitting there. And this is owned by the owner who lives up in the cabin up on the end of this campground. But this is a really, really beautiful place. They take very good care of it. And here's a picture of his cabin up there. He lives there for most of the summer, and then he goes to Minnesota and California to see his kids in the wintertime. So anyway, there's a trail that goes from the cabin here down to the lake, which is down this way here, where the seaplane is. And he said, if you're going to go down there, that's fine. There's a lot of good fishing down there, lake trout and grayling, but be sure you bring some bear protection, which is bear spray. So we're going to pass on that for now. We have bear spray, but we don't want to use it now. Maybe tomorrow. Anyway, that's it. Those are amazing.
Makes you want to sing America the Beautiful, but we're in Canada.
Yeah, boy. Hey. Those are some unbelievable mountains. But aren't they all? We're still on the Cassiar Highway. And we left that site that we were at. Raining there, and the whole mountain valley and everything was loaded with clouds, so we couldn't get a good shot of it as we were leaving. But anyway, you have this to entertain yourself with. There's a nice stream on the side here.
Milepost says that the spectacular cliffs seen to the east are part of the Skeena Mountains. Basin.
Oh, look at that one. Barrier removed.
So be careful you don't go careening off into the creek.
Yeah, British Columbia is a beautiful place. This whole thing has been a breathtaking event.
It feels like the mountains here are prettier and more scenic and more beautiful. But I don't know if that's because the mountains in Alaska were obscured by the smoke. So we'll probably have to come back.
Yeah, we'll be back. Next time we're going to bring my fishing poles. In Alaska, you get one permit, which is about $150, and you can fish in the saltwater, freshwater, anywhere. It's just that there's different regulations for different districts. That's how much we pay just to drive on the beach in Long Beach Island.
Water is rushing at a good pace.
Yeah.
We're on the Stewart Hyder access road, which is an offshoot that heads due west from the Cassiar Highway. We're making a side trip into the Canadian town of Stewart, which is 3 miles from the Alaska border, and we're hoping that either later today or tomorrow we'll go across the border to the Alaskan town Hyder, where there is Fish Creek Bridge, and bears are known to feed on salmon there. We're not sure if it's too late in the year for that to be happening still, but it's worth a shot. And there are no U.S. customs going into Alaska, but there are Canadian customs coming back out. So the RV will be in Canada, so we'll be just going by car, so it should be easier.
This mountain range here, I don't know if you can see the tippity top of this thing, but it is high, and it has a glacier on here that comes down from the top. We should be able to get into a park to see it. It should be about 5 miles away.
It's called Bear Glacier.
Running into and out of these little rain clouds. It'll be really sunny, and then all of a sudden your windshield is just filled with rain. You can see the clouds, so and you can see the tracks where the glacier water runs down there. They are. Oh my God.
Yeah, and very sheer.
Maybe you can see it better after I just raised it up a little bit. So this is the mountain, and this is the lake, which is all the runoff from this glacier right here, as you can see.
Bear Glacier.
Bear Glacier. What an amazing thing. And the ice from the glacier is blue. It goes all the way up to the top of the mountain over there. I'm just going to walk down this way more, see if we can get a better view of it. And it's pretty cold here too, and I think that's because of the glacier, the cold ice Wind coming off. And this is the hills right across the street. And this is the whole valley. And the road that we're on follows this river. And you see several glaciers like that. Everything is so nice. Okay, this is another shot of that same glacier. This is where we're going to eat our lunch. And you can see how the glacier goes right down, right into the water. They did say that at one time the glacier came all the way across where we're standing right now. And you can hear the water rushing down. At the very bottom you see the trails of the water. It's like a waterfall down there. And I can hear it from here. We're probably half a mile away from it on the other side of the lake there. Here we are at the Great Bear Glacier. You can see how blue the ice actually is. And down at the bottom you can see the water rushing down, and it's actually like a little waterfall there. We're about a half a mile away, I would say, and I can hear the water rushing down at this point. When glaciers melt, they don't melt from the top, they melt from the bottom. So that's what's creating that waterfall. And this is some more of that mountain. And this is the lake formed from the glacier.